One of the key ways to increase your productivity with your goals is to find time in your schedule that you can dedicate to your goal that's non-negotiable. Now, for my clients, one of the things that I talk about often is a daily power hour. And what I mean by a daily power hour is 1 hour of your day that you are hyper focused and super committed to the goal that you're working on. To be honest, we all are extremely busy. We have a million different things vying for our time and our attention, and we're moved in a lot of different directions and expected to wear a million different hats, and it can become overwhelming. But in the same way that we go above and beyond and we commit to our loved ones, our kids and our spouse, or we go above and beyond and we commit to our jobs, or we wouldn't cancel a doctor's appointment, that's the way that you need to be committed when it comes to working on your goals. So today, I want to break down how you can use a power hour in your schedule to increase your productivity and your success. The first step is to identify your big goal. We all have never-ending to-do lists with thousands and thousands of tasks on them. And sometimes we get tempted to do the fun or the easy tasks just so that we have something to cross off the list. And while that feels good to an extent, it doesn't necessarily push you any closer to your goal. For example, if you want to write a book and you cross off a task of organizing your cabinet, those are two different things. And while you've been productive in one area, you haven't been productive on the thing that matters most. And so your job is to take a moment and identify your big, huge goal. What is the goal that you really want to work on? Is it starting a podcast? Is it writing a book? Is it really healing the deep wounds that have prevented you from being able to live your life? Is it working harder on moving up in your job? What is your big goal that you want to achieve? Now, I want you to identify a time frame for when you'd like to achieve it. Is it in the next month? Is it in the next 60 days? Is it in the next 6 months? Is it in the next year? 3 years? When is this goal that you desire to achieve supposed to be accomplished, or when would you like for yourself to accomplish it? Now, once you have the goal in mind and the time frame in mind, the next thing you need to do is to commit to dedicating 1 hour a day towards your goal. Now, if you're like most people, you're probably like, Dr. Nicole, yeah, I'm super busy. I don't have an hour in my schedule. But here's the thing. If you take a moment and you track your time for just one day, you'll realize that you have so many things that you waste your time on. Whether it's scrolling through social media, Netflixing, talking to your friends, laying down and hitting snooze on your alarm clock, there are a lot of different ways that we waste time. And when you really want to accomplish a goal, you have to be willing to get out of your own way and become committed to the goal. So I want you to take a moment and I want you to think about where you can carve out 1 hour in your day. Is it early in the morning? Is it later in the evening? Is it during your lunch hour? Is it right after you get off work before you pick the kids up? When can you find a time to dedicate to your goal? As you're considering where you can find this power hour, I want you to think of the time of the day that you're most productive. For me personally, I'm more productive when the day hasn't already passed, when I'm not already overwhelmed with 100 different things. And so my time of day is in the morning. My kids aren't awake. No one else is awake, so I'm not getting a ton of notifications. And so I'm less likely to be distracted. Therefore, my power hour is every single morning between the hours of 5:30 a.m. and 6:30 a.m. And that's where I become hyper-focused and able to work diligently on my goals. So where can your power hour be? As you're considering where you can find this power hour, I want you to, again, make sure it's going to be a time that you can be most focused, so in turn, you're also most productive. After you determine the time of day that your power hour is going to be, I want you to commit to doing that every single day. You see, the truth is, the more we get into a routine of it, the more it becomes commonplace, the more it becomes like a comfort zone and familiar. And what you'll notice is that you'll feel out of place when you don't commit to that power hour. When I oversleep or when I'm maybe out of town, I feel out of place when I don't have that same time because I feel out of sorts. I don't feel as productive. So I want you to pull out your planner, whether it's virtual or physical. If you're looking for a good planner to get that helps you to become more productive, I am going to put the link below for the Law of Attraction Planner that changed my life. You got to check it out. But I want you to write in the power hour for each day that you're going to commit to it. Now that you've written your power hour down in your planner, I want you to identify the best way to use this time to work on your goal. So again, if you're trying to write a book and you're using the power hour to organize your closet or pantry, that's not the best way to use your power hour, and you'll have to find another time in your day to do that. But if you're determining that you want to write a book and you use that time to write, or you use that time to read books on your topic, or maybe for you, you're working on healing some of your deep wounds and the things that are stopping you and preventing you from really living a life that you love, the best way to use that power hour may be hiring a coach. It may be reading different books. It may be journaling. It may be meditation or yoga. It may be taking an online or virtual training or course. The point is, you want to make sure that the activities you're completing in that power hour time align with your big goal. Over time, what you'll notice is the more you commit to the power hour, the more you'll notice your productivity increases. You'll notice you'll get closer to accomplishing your goals, and you'll notice that you will start to feel better about yourself. So I challenge you to step out of your own way, create time in your day for a power hour, and commit to it and make it a non-negotiable decision. And watch how your life changes.